His Excellency, the Chancellor!
I was thinking.
Never, Your Majesty, was greater need for thought than now.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking about. Well, what is it? More trouble?
What we might call the old trouble, Your Majesty. It is about Her Royal Highness's wedding. As you know, the young Prince Simon arrives today to seek Her Royal Highness's hand in marriage. He has been traveling in distant lands and is, as I know it, he has not.
Do you mean he hasn't heard anything?
It is a little difficult to put this tactfully, Your Majesty.
Well, do your best, and then afterwards, I'll tell you how you got on.
Well, let me put it this way.
Good.
The young Prince Simon will naturally assume that Her Royal Highness has the so customary as to be, in my opinion, slightly monotonous, has what one might call the inevitable, so inevitable as to be, in my opinion again, almost mechanical. We'll assume that she has, as I think of it, a faultily faultless, icily regular, a splendidly...
What you are trying to say, in as few words as possible, is that my daughter is not beautiful?
Her beauty is certainly elusive, Your Majesty.
Yes, it is. It has eluded me. It has eluded everyone who has seen her.
Well, now you have it, Your Majesty. There it is. One just cannot understand how it could have occurred.
You don't think she takes after me at all, do you? You don't detect a likeness?
Oh, certainly not, Your Majesty.
Good, good. Your predecessor did.
I have often wondered, what happened to my predecessor?
Well, now you know.
Looking at the bright side, although Her Royal Highness is not strictly speaking beautiful,
But not truthfully speaking beautiful.
yet she has great beauty of character.
My dear Chancellor, we are not considering Her Royal Highness's character, but rather her chances of getting married. Let's look at it from the suitor's point of view. If a girl is beautiful, then it is easy to assume that she has, tucked away inside of her, an equally beautiful character. However, it is impossible to assume that an unattractive girl, however elevated in character, has tucked away inside of her an equally beautiful face. That is to say, not everyone wants it tucked away.
Quite so, Your Majesty.
This, however, does not change the fact that the Princess Camilla is quite the nicest person in the kingdom.
She is indeed, Your Majesty. With the exception, I need hardly say, of Your Majesty and Her Majesty.
As an adjective for your king, the word nice is ill-chosen. As an adjective for Her Majesty, the word nice is ill-chosen.
Her Royal Majesty, the Queen!
Talking about Camilla, are we?
As always, my dear, you're right.
This fellow Simon, what's he like?
Nobody has seen him, Your Majesty.
How old is he?
5 and 20, I understand.
Well, in 25 years, he must have been seen by somebody.
Just a fleeting glimpse.
So dear.
What I meant, evidence, Your Majesty, is that no detailed report of him has reached this country, save that he has the usual and customary attributes and qualities expected of a prince, and that he has been traveling in distant and dangerous lands.
Ah, nothing gone wrong with his eyes? Sunstroke or anything? Half-blind?
Okay.
Not that I am aware of. But at the same time, as I was venturing to say to His Royal Highness, to His Majesty, the Princess, Her Royal Highness, has such wonderful character and disposition.
No, stuff and nonsense. You remember what happened when we had the tournament of love last year? No, wait, you hadn't come here yet. Well, before the tournament, all the princes rode out to Camilla to pay their homage. It was the first time they had ever seen her. The heralds blew their trumpets and announced that she would marry whichever prince was left master of the field, when all but one had been unhorsed. The trumpets were blown again. They all charged enthusiastically into the fight. And what happened? They all simultaneously fell off their horses and assumed a posture of defeat.
One of them was not quite so quick as the others. I was very quick. I proclaimed him the victor.
At the feast of betrothal held later that evening,
We were all very quick. Especially me.
The chancellor at that time announced that the successful suitor had to pass a further test. He had to give the correct answer to a riddle. I invented the riddle myself. Quite an easy one. Now, what is it that has 4 legs and barks like a dog? The answer is, of course, a dog.
See that?
Yes, Your Majesty.
It isn't difficult.
He, however, seemed to find it so. First he said, an eagle. Then he said, a serpent. A very high mountain with slippery sides. 2 peacocks the day after tomorrow.
Nobody could accuse him of not trying.
I did.
What I should have said was that nobody could fail to recognize in his manner an appearance of doggedness the day after tomorrow, indeed.
Finally he said, death. I nudged the king.
I rubbed my ankle with one hand, clapped him on the shoulder with the other, and congratulated him on the correct answer. He disappeared under the table, and personally, I never saw him again.
One cannot not understand how Her Royal Highness, alone of all the princesses one has ever heard of, should lack that invariable attribute of royalty, supreme beauty.
That was your great Aunt Elkin. She came to the christening. You know what she said.
It was cryptic. Great Aunt Malcolm's besetting weakness.